Hey guys, I am going to paint the front cover of this sketchbook and I wanted to invite you along for the ride. It's going to be really simple. Here we go. I'm just going to go with this one color here to keep it simple, at least for the moment. Then while this thin layer of paint is drying, I am going to bring in a little bit of soft pastel, and that's just something that I felt. None of this is planned. So I just felt that as I was painting around. Often, hold on, let me turn back on the front camera, or the on screen camera. So often when I am doing the abstraction, so the pareidolia, looking in the paint to see what I can see, I'm also like looking at the whole thing and thinking ahead a little bit, like feeling things out. And so as I was painting around as I was painting around the flower, what I was noticing was all of this great texture that's there in the scritchy scratchy way I added the gesso or whatever is on these pages. And that just made me like want to add something kind of scritchy scratchy to it. So I think I'm going to do, well, I've got pan pastels and soft pastels. I could also use just colored pencil. Oh, you know what? That's what I'm going to do, because there is a certain green color pencil I have that I have just been loving. And I have, they're very similar. They're slightly different colors. Let me make sure these, yeah. One is the Polychromos by Faber-Castell. This is one of my favorite brands or lines. And that I have the Prismacolor Premier. But it's this one that started the whole thing. But I might mix them a little bit. We'll see. Okay. I'm just kind of looking at the texture that's here, and that's how I'm going to let my hand move. Because I don't want to like get rid of that. And then I might also just kind of go into the grooves of the texture and let the lines themselves show me some movement options. This is why, like, it's so fun to have things to respond to. I'm not afraid of the blank page, because I know, like, I can add stuff to it to make it not scary. But I am learning through this whole 100-day project how to take the way I draw, the way I see things here, and actually sit down on a blank page. I don't sit down on blank pages. How to sit down with a blank page and just start drawing. And what I'm doing is drawing this stuff that I'm abstracting, because I've already drawn it once. So when I start on a blank page, what I'm doing is the reverse of it. You know, I'm starting with the line instead of painting around the line. And so I'm teaching myself to see how I see. And it's been so much fun. I've been doing it in this big Moleskine. So I will do a flip through of this one, well, at some point. But it's just a bunch of just free, messy drawings of things from my sketchbooks that I really love. So I've just been repeating and exploring them over and over again. And I love it. Okay. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's give me a little brighter so I can go over. Okay, that's nice. And smush with my fingers a little bit. I do have a blending stump in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, then I think I want like a rich, well, you know what? I was going to say a rich red, but I might not want to add anything else to this. I really like this kind of silhouette-y type feel. I think I actually might blend. Oh, this is dirty. That's even better. So it's giving me some grunge. Yeah, I just want to push that back some. I'm going to use my kneaded eraser and just soften things. Yeah. And there are other options. Like I could have taken a green paint and thinned it down with a medium, you know, to just do a glaze. I could have just thinned it down a little bit with water to do a wash. But this is kind of the way I wash or glaze with color pencils. So, yay. I really love the simplicity of that. And here's this. Hold on. You're seeing so much of my ceiling. Sorry. Yeah, I like the way that reads. It's very soft. So I've decided this one's going to be called Flowers and Things. So I'm going to take I think this is fuchsia. Yes. And I'm just going to add that. Here we go. Let's see. Which hand do I want to write with for this? I think I'll go non-dominant because I want it to feel loose and free. And I have already started working in this journal. Oh, that's fun. I'm sorry. I gotta finish my thought in a second. If I can, I'll hold on to your thought, Miss Dell. I just had to soften this. I want it to feel faded, kind of like the flower. Okay. Yay! So I have been working in this sketchbook. It has some blank pages. I think as I become more comfortable with drawing my images, that's what I'll be adding to these. I'm still kind of finding my way there. My stomach is making noise, sorry. I'm not hungry. It's just since I had my colon surgery a couple years ago, my stomach is like so loud. I think it's an acoustic issue. Like there's less stuff in there to keep it softer. So it's just like, whoa. Anyway. Yeah, so there are some blank pages in here, and I would like to incorporate some more, you know, just doing the reverse drawing, the line drawings, just to keep exercising in a slightly more formal setting than the big messy book. And then there's a little bit of paint on some pages from other stuff. So, yeah, and this, let's see, this is the other one that I really like. Just these very abstract kind of dancing plants. So, or maybe they're flowers. They kind of reminded me of daisies or black-eyed Susans at the top there. But it doesn't really matter. The point is that it was just really fun to find this. So I am loving this moment in time. Because I am discovering things that I've been chasing after, and like some of it is finally here, you know, so I get to enjoy the exploration of it all. So, all right. Thank you for letting me share these moments with you, and happy creating.